And we're back in the Weather Institute, so let's just take on, well, the institution, I guess. So Team Aqua is going to be here for me, but if you are, of course, playing a different version, it could be Team Magma, it could also be Team Aqua if you're playing, well, you know. You know how the versions work by now. But anyway, I do want to talk about the overall reason why the evil team is here. It's actually not to take over the weather controlling machine that they are working on, which they haven't apparently finished, but it's for information. It's for information on, at this time, we don't know the, actually I think they might mention it, but it's on information for Groudon or Kyogre, depending on whatever evil team is here. They're looking for that legendary to, of course, affect the weather, which is perfectly fine, I guess. They're also looking to check on information on Castform, which is a Pokemon that's a little strange. You do get it gifted to you after you finish this area, and I guess I can go over it now since it's, to be honest, it's not that special. So, when it comes to Castform, it's a pure normal type. To be honest, it sucks. It's 70 across the board. It's normal type, normal stuff going on. Nothing really interesting. Except it does have a weird ability. This ability, what it does is that when is a different weather out on the field, it will change forms as well as types. So if it becomes sunny, it will change into its sun form, which will, of course, be fire type, and it looks kind of strange. The only one that actually looks relatively okay is the rain form, which is still strange looking. It becomes a water type, of course. And then there's the hail form, which, yay, who wants to be an ice type? But one thing of note is that it's made to kind of be one of those weather abusers. It has the move Weather Ball, which changes based on, or it changes its type based on the weather. It's usually normal, but it could be fire if it's in the sun, and so on and so forth. You can figure out the rest. It's supposed to be one of these Pokemon that can like change as the weather changes and kind of abuse all situations. The problem though is that it sucks in general. It sucks all the time, even if you add in weather. Yeah, it's interesting. Its ability gives it some type of gimmick where it's memorable, but overall, it's not good. It's very, very poor in everything it does. It doesn't really amount to much, basically. And it also doesn't help that you can get a Spinda, and it does basically everything besides the stupid weather gimmick. And it would be cooler if it was stronger, or if maybe if it changed forms, it got different stats. But overall, Castform is very poor. And it's not that good. At all. It's just don't pick it up. Go pick up a Zangoose or friggin' a Kecleon. Kecleon would be way better. So I do want to mention something interesting about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire here. When you fight the admin, if you are playing, basically if you get Team Magma here, you have to fight a Camerupt with Earth Power and Lava Plume, which is actually relatively dangerous. But if you're fighting Team Aqua, you get a little break. You fight a Sharpedo, which doesn't have a stab. Which, yeah, it does have Slash and Ice Fang, but if you're fighting against something that doesn't have a stab, it doesn't hurt as much. Which is kind of weird that it doesn't have any, or no stab. You think it would. I think it would have Bite at that point. Also, the fact, actually, wouldn't it have Crunch too? Huh. I don't know if Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire changed the level up move pool. That's weird. I know it should have Slash. Anyway, we're pretty much done here. Ha 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 ha! So we're going to be fighting a admin here, which it's not very admin-like. Basically, you're going to be fighting a Carvana and a Mighty Anna, which is very poor. They're level 28. Yeah, the Mighty Anna can be dangerous if you want to say it, but I mean, that's if you're caught unprepared or if you're really low in level. If you look, I have 4 Pokemon, which is usually about the average amount people have, or maybe even a little less. Sometimes they're waiting for the late game captures, but even if you have 5, you should be around 32 at this time. And if you skip trainers, you'll be at 30. So overall, you should be decently leveled enough to face on this Mighty Anna, so you could just murder it like I did. Yay! Murder's fun. Bye, Shelly. I actually only used 1 Pokemon, but now there's you. Anyway, we have a situation here. Team Magma and Mob just passed the Weather Institute. They appear to be heading for Mount Pyre. What? We can't waste any time here. To Mount Pyre! And we get thanks. We received Castform, and we say no, because we don't want that. Yeah, change the shape according to the weather. But I've been researching rain for many years. This also has a interesting use after the Elite Four, this Weather Institute. It's not just directly a shell of a building that we've never come back to. It does have a use, which I will be explaining later. It does involve the capture of 2 legendaries. So, yeah, we're going to talk to this kid. You're really strong. I am going to go back up, and I think one of them gives me something. Or I could be thinking of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I could... Yeah, they're just sitting back there. You jerks. What are you hiding back there? That you have to guard it. Gosh. Anyway, we're going to be heading out into better areas, I guess. Let's get on our bike and go. I meant to, of course, go back and get the Aqua bike a bit ago, but haven't had the chance. We are actually just going to go right here because we have an encounter with May. I was looking for you. How much stronger have you gotten? And we, of course, have a battle, which, I mean, it shouldn't be that bad. Of course, I didn't really prepare for this. Like, I didn't explain what was happening because it's so easy. And this is the biggest problem with May. May is barely stronger than a lot of the trainers you fight in this game. So, overall, it's not going to be too bad. We have a Lombre. And basically, Crobat is just going to make quick work of the rest of this. Because Crobat kind of just wins. And kill. Fake out. Too bad Inner Focus exists. And I didn't forget it this time. Bye, Lombre. If you were fully evolved, maybe you'd be a threat. And we have a Grovyle, which actually might be able to tank a wing attack, so I am going to use Sludge Bomb. Just because of the level difference and stuff like that. And there you go. That is the May fight. It was really difficult. I almost lost, but might be struggling with my training. And we get HMO2, which, of course, is Fly. But to use Fly, you have to get the gym badge from Fortree, which we are pretty close to going. But your mom is worried about you. Let's meet up again sometime. Yeah, we'll be meeting up again. Of course, we have Scott here as well. The kid looked really upset. She didn't seem like it. She gave me a reward. I think you're just trying to boost my ego. And you, pedophile, are not going to have any hold over me. Alright. Let's, of course, give Fly to Tropius. I would give Fly to Crobat, but to me it's not really worth it right now, so I won't. And like that, Tropius learned Fly, which we can't use yet, but it means Tropius doesn't leave our party and has all the HMs he needs. I'm out on Route 108. And she gave me a nasty glare. Okay. Fantastic work. Alright, let's go down south because north is a waterfall we can't really do anything with. And it looks like we have some grass here. Secret base over here. That looks like a hidden item if I've ever seen one. Like, holy crap, try and hide it better. We do have main Nectric in the lead. One thing I do want to point out is that Fortree City is home of the Flying type gym, which actually should make me switch Pokemon. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to switch to Crobat in the lead, and we'll be using Crobat and Swampert for a little bit. Just so, because the Flying type gym is going to be mostly Manectric and Gardevoir. Basically, if Manectric can't kill it, Gardevoir will pick up what's left. An Ultra Ball, nice. Free Ultra Balls. They're still useful because it's Generation 3. In Generation 4, they kind of aren't that useful in my opinion. So, yeah. Luckily, we have Sludge Bomb. I don't think Wing Attack would kill a Linen. And, yep. I don't think it would have. Like, Linen's not tanky, don't get me wrong, but it could have lived. Wing Attack isn't powerful. Alright, we do have an item right here. I think this is actually a Leaf Stone, which, I don't know, it's interesting. There's also a secret base right there. So if you want to put a secret base right here, though, it's pretty far from anywhere useful. And that's kind of the big issue. They're probably the best ones in the game. I'm going to check north just in case there's not a small island or something. You never know. And then we'll be, of course, heading north, and we'll be pretty much in Fortree City next time. We'll be exploring it. We'll probably get started on the gym, though I do have a couple Pokemon to... Actually, just one to talk about. Alright. Damn it. Why? Oh, it's a Pelipper. Look at that. Hi, Pelipper. How does it feel to be one of the worst Pokemon in this game? Pelipper does get good later, not even good. It has a use later in the series, but right now, and 4th generation, and even 5th gen, it's still very bad. So let's get out of here. And we are actually right next to Fortree City. Too bad we have all this going on, which just sucks. Yeah, I think I will wait till next time to do it. Of course, we could skip it, but free experience. Why would I do that? So next time, Fortree City, all that jazz. And I hope to see you guys next time. Do whatever you prefer. And as always, till then.